Hi, Taehyung Lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel all around the world. And this time, don't you dare skip the first 3 seconds. Because what you are about to see is not just ordinary K-pop content. This is a moment that quietly makes the world fall silent and then begin to question. April 2026 felt like the world was slapped by silence. Not the boom of music, not grand choreography, but a single cold gaze from Kim Taehyung that instantly split global opinion. Some were mesmerized, others began to ask, is this art or something far bigger? Because behind the hooligan visual from BTS, there is something not everyone realizes. This is not just an idol comeback. This is a revival of a billion-dollar machine that once paused and is now returning in a quieter but far more deadly way in its influence. From a $600 million net worth figure to a $1 billion tour potential, to the Taehyung Effect phenomenon that can shift global trends within hours, none of this is coincidence. In this video, we will break down how small details like a bitten ring can become a global symbol, how BTS's silent strategy dominates TikTok and YouTube algorithms, and most importantly, is all of this still pure art, or has it entered the level of global mass psychological manipulation? So make sure you watch until the end, because at the end of the video, there's one fact that might change the way you see Kim Taehyung forever. And before we go deeper, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell and help this video go viral, so the world always sees the good side of Kim Taehyung that not everyone may understand. Because after this, you will never see Hooligan the same way again. April 2026 truly felt like the world was struck by silence. Not the explosion of music or grand choreography that captured attention, but a single cold gaze from Kim Taehyung that instantly divided global public opinion. Some were captivated. Others began to grow suspicious. What is really happening behind this silent visual? The world didn't just fall silent, it began to calculate. Within the quiet hooligan visual presented by BTS, the public fixated on Kim Taehyung's cold expression. But behind that gaze lies something far greater than just a work of art. The revival of a global economic force coming back to life in 2026. This is not just a comeback. This is a billion-dollar machine moving again sharper, more strategic, and far more dangerous in the scale of its influence. Since the beginning of their journey under HYB Corporation, BTS has gone far beyond the definition of a typical music group. They have transformed into a global economic phenomenon. As of March 2026, various industry reports estimate their total collective wealth has reached around $600 million a number bill from global album sales, large-scale stadium tours, international brand partnerships, and merchandise that consistently sells out within minutes. But that number is not the peak. It is a foundation of something much bigger. The emotional momentum they bring back into the industry has become a force that cannot be underestimated. The 2026 comeback is not just a return of artists, it is the reactivation of a global system they have built for years. With projects like Hooligan, BTS is not just returning, but instantly dominating global conversations, creating waves of attention that are difficult to stop. Industry predictions even suggest that BTS's world tour in the 2026 to 2027 period could generate more than $1 billion. This places them alongside major names like Taylor Swift and Beyoncé in terms of global stage dominance. This is no longer just popularity. This is real, measurable international market control. Amid this massive power, Kim Taehyung emerges as a central figure who is not only strong artistically, but also financially, with an estimated personal net worth of around $35 million to $40 million. He has built an identity as a living brand. Every product he wears, every style he presents, always triggers a chain reaction in the global market. This phenomenon is known as a Taehyung Effect, an invisible force capable of shifting trends within hours. What makes everything even more interesting is how small details in Hooligan become the center of global attention. A bitten ring, an empty expression, and cold visual tones become subjects of worldwide discussion. This is not coincidence. This is a highly precise strategy. In the digital era, attention is currency, and BTS understands how to control it. The more people question, the bigger the discussion becomes. The bigger the discussion, the wider the reach. And the wider the reach, the higher the economic value. This cycle runs perfectly, and BTS is at its center. They're not just creating content. They're creating endless conversations across platforms like TikTok and YouTube. However, behind all of this, a question begins to disturb many people. Is this still purely art, or has it become a system that is too structured? Because if all of this is strategy, then BTS, and especially Kim Taehyung, are not only playing the music industry, but also in the realm of global mass psychology. In the end, 2026 is not just about music or visuals. It is about how one group can control the world's attention and then turn it into real economic power. Kim Taehyung stands at the center of it all as the face, the symbol, and perhaps the key to this entire system. He is not just part of BTS, but a representation of a new era where emotion can be converted into value and silence can be more powerful than sound. And now, the question is no longer how much they have achieved. The real question is, how far will they go from here? Because if 2026 is already this massive, then what comes next may be far more shocking than anyone can imagine. So what do you think? Is this still art or high-level strategy? April 2026 has already proven one thing. The world can be silenced with just one gaze from Kim Taehyung. And behind Hooligan from BTS, we are not just seeing a creation, but a force moving in silence. The question now is not what is happening, but what will happen next. Thank you for watching until the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoy content like this. If not, feel free to skip, because the Taehyung Lovers channel never forces anyone. But one thing is certain: what we discuss today is not the end, this is just the beginning. What do you think? Is this still art or high-level strategy? Write in the comments, because your opinion might open a new perspective. Stay tuned for the latest updates only on Taehyung Lovers. Keep following all updates about Kim Taehyung here, because this story is not over and it may become even more shocking. Thank you, and see you next time. That concludes our meeting. Good night. Stay safe and be ready, because the world may not be ready for what comes next.